It seems that we may not be seeing any more drama from D'banj and his rape accuser, Seyitan. Also, Bill Gates thinks testing for coronavirus is a total waste of time. Davido's A Good Time sets a new record. Toke Makinwa denies she lost her house, and Tonto Dike bears no grudges against anyone. All these and many more are part of our Gist for You this week. Stay tuned! Welcome to Sidomex Entertainment's Trending Last Week, where we bring you the hottest gist from last week. But before we continue, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as we drop another exciting video. The rape case between D'banj and Seyitan has finally come to an end after the parties agreed to a non-monetary settlement. Recall that Sidomex Entertainment reported that Seyitan took to Twitter to accuse D'banj of raping her at a Lagos hotel in 2018. D'banj denied the allegations, and then a long journey began for both of them. Now the case seems to be over, and Seyitan has stated she wants her peace after the whole issue. Stand to End Rape, STER, and Seyitan have both shared statements revealing that a non-monetary settlement was reached with D'banj. Visit sidomententertainment.com for the full statement. While on the subject of rape, Adegboyega Adenekan, the Chrisland survivor who was accused in 2018 of sexually assaulting a 2-year-old's pupil, has lost his case at the appeal court. In October 2019, after listening to evidence, the sexual offences court sentenced Adenekan to 60 years in prison, but the supervisor appealed the sentence. Now the appeal court has also reached its verdict and thrown out the case, according to a Twitter update by the Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team, DSVRT. So that means the sentence handed over by the lower court stands, a win for the fight against rape cause. If you had paid any attention to social media last week, you couldn't have missed a strange story of how Nigerian media personality Toke Makinwa allegedly lost her house. It was rumored that the radio girl lost her Banana Island home amidst claims that she was involved with an older man who got her the house. The rumors claim that the Asset Management Company of Nigeria, MACON, recovered debts from the said billionaire, and her home was listed as part of his assets and thus was recovered alongside his other properties. Several people took to social media to share this news, reacted in several ways to the news, and allegedly drew lessons from the whole story. Toke was forced to react via her publicist, Andrea Manuela Giacaglia. She denied the rumors and insisted that the property belongs to the media girl. She also threatened legal action against the originators of the rumor. And speaking of celebrities who own property in choice and affluent locations in Nigeria, new on the list is actress Iyabo Ojo, who recently acquired her first house in Lekki, and she couldn't keep calm. She took to her Instagram page to announce the good news, stating that God has finally done it for her. Many congratulations to the actress on her latest achievement. Congratulations are also in order for OAP Toolz and Captain Tunde Dumerun, who announced their baby number 2. On-air personality Toolz took to her Instagram page to show off her baby bump and to share a video from when she was heavily pregnant and looked ready to pop. She captions the photo and another one, #alwaysthankful, which leads us to believe that the Dumeruns have welcomed a new addition to their family. The couple had their first child, Asher, in December 2018. Congrats to them. Also, Game of Thrones actress Sophie Turner and her husband Joe Jonas have welcomed their first child. TMZ was the first to report the birth, sharing that the couple welcomed their first child, a baby girl named Willa, on Wednesday, July 22nd. The Jonases have been very private about their journey to parenthood. However, they were spotted out and about with Sophie's baby bump in full display. Although the couple never announced it, news broke about their baby in February, and while they said nothing about it, they continued with their daily life, neither showing off nor hiding the pregnancy. Meanwhile, some bizarre event reportedly took place in Imo State after a preacher named Pastor Humble Okoro announced he reburied George Floyd in Mbese, Imo State, Nigeria. On the 25th of May 2020, the death of 46-year-old black man George Floyd by white police officers during an arrest sparked worldwide outrage and led to a series of protests in many parts of America and beyond. Floyd was killed in what many described as a hate crime as a result of his black skin. The late Floyd has since been buried in America. However, the pastor stated that after tracing Floyd's roots to Imo State, he decided to rebury him so that he could rest alongside his ancestors. Photos from the burial circulated on social media, eliciting several reactions. Let's get yours in the comment section below. As it were, BB Niger star Kafi Karim's brother, Alexander Karim, was laid to eternal rest on Wednesday, 29th of July. Alexander, who's 20, was shot in the streets of London in a case of mistaken identity according to the police. The incident took place at about 12:30 a.m. on the 8th of June, 2020. At the funeral, his family begged the public not to see his death as just another black boy who's been shot. Kafi herself said she and her siblings would have taken a bullet for him. Delivering a eulogy at his funeral, Kafi said, "To anyone who's seen this in the news and is thinking that this is just another black boy who's been shot by violence, I want to tell you that is not the case. Alex's life mattered. He had a future ahead of him. He's not just another black boy. He had a family, he had friends. This is real." Heartfelt condolences to the Karims. Read Kafi's full eulogy on SidomexEntertainment.com. And now to some happy news. Nollywood actress Angela Okori tied the knot with her mystery fiancé in a romantic beach setting. The actress and her fiancé Desmond trended for some days after her mystery man proposed to her and she accepted. The actress took to her Instagram page to share lovely photos and videos of herself and her fiancé dressed in stylish wedding outfits. The couple tied the knot at a private beach with close family and friends. However, a member of our staff feels the news is suspect. In her words, she said, "Somehow, I feel that this could be a publicity stunt for the actress. It could be possible that she's about to release a song soon." Angela is also a music artist. We guess we'll know in time whether she was wrong or right. Another Nollywood actress, Tonto Dike, has in an interview stated that she holds no grudges against anyone, including her ex-husband, Olakunle Churchill. The actress and Churchill had a very messy divorce and had been throwing epic shade at each other for years. So, when Tonto says she bears no grudges against anyone, Nigerians stopped, frowned, and listened with raised eyebrows. So, it happens that Tonto was a guest of renowned publisher and owner of Ovation magazine, Dele Momodu, who wanted to know about her attitude to forgiveness, to which she replied with the following words: "A man I love and respect always talked to me about forgiveness, and I have come to realize that forgiveness is not about the next person." Asked if she has forgiven her son's father, she responded, "Oh yes, especially him. I forgive him and wish him the best for my son's sakes. I do. Why not?" Tonto and Churchill share a son named King Andre. Visit SidomexEntertainment.com to read the full interview. And while on the subject of forgiveness and estranged couples, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West finally reunited after going weeks without seeing each other, amidst Kanye's recent meltdown. Kim flew down to Kanye's ranch in Wyoming and met him on Monday, July 27th, to discuss their marriage after Kanye went public with some sensitive issues about their family. Over the past week, Kanye said a lot of things, including disclosing how he encouraged Kim not to abort their first child, North. He also stated that he wanted to divorce her over a meeting she had with rapper Meek Mill at a hotel when Kim and Meek met for prison reform. The celebrity couple was pictured in a car while they had a discussion. In the pictures, Kim can be seen breaking into tears after the couple left a Wendy's fast food restaurant. Davido hit a major milestone with his most recent album, A Good Time. The critically acclaimed album passed 1 billion streams across all platforms, as announced by Columbia Records UK on their Instagram page. Davido released A Good Time, a 17-track offering on the 22nd of November 2019, through RCA Records, Davido Music Worldwide, DMW, and Sony Music. Less than a year after this exceptional album was released, it has continued to garner accolades. In February, the album went platinum in South Africa. 2 songs from the album, Blow My Mind featuring American Chris Brown and Risky featuring Jamaican Pop Can, went platinum and double platinum respectively. In the same vein, the lead single from the album Fall was certified gold in the USA and Canada and has been streamed over 175 million times on YouTube. As he prepares to release his next album, A Better Time, anticipation is understandably high. Hashtag we can't wait. Congratulations to Davido on the latest milestone. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's visual album, Black is King, is now streaming on Disney. Black is King is a feature-length visual accompaniment written, directed, and executively produced by Queen Bey herself. It features appearances from Jay-Z, Kelly Rowland, Lupita Nyong'o, amongst others. You may want to check it out sometime, as the album has received massive praise from critics and consumers. Still in the music world, Burna Boy and Sam Smith came together for an outstanding collaboration to the surprise and delight of fans. Sam Smith was the one who first shared the news on Twitter before the song dropped on Thursday, July 30th. It's titled Oasis and is somewhere on YouTube. You may want to see for yourself whether the excitement is justified. The nominations for the Emmy Awards are in, and some of your favorites made the list. 3 Hollywood actors of Nigerian descent, Yvonne Orji for Insecure, Uzo Aduba from Mrs. America, and Jovan Adepo from Watchmen, got nominated for the 2020 Emmys. Uzo Aduba has been nominated 3 times for her work on Orange is the New Black, for which she has won 2 Emmys. For Yvonne and Jovan, these will be their first Emmy nominations each. Netflix gathered a total of 180 nominations, followed by HBO with 107 nods, as new services like Disney+, Apple TV+, also made their mark. Winners will be announced on the 20th of September 2020. The full list of nominations is available on sidomexentertainment.com, and we encourage you to go scroll the list. Last week, the BB Nigeria's lockdown house was one full of drama, tension, fun, and so many emotions. The first event of note was when powers changed hands, and Lucy won the head of house task to emerge the head of house for the week, taking over from Nengi. Everyone knew Lucy was going to appoint Kenna her deputy head of house until Big Brother instructed that the deputy had to be someone from the opposite sex, and she chose Prince. Meanwhile, both Lucy and Prince are immune to this week's eviction per the house rules. Going forward, there were lots of fun games last week, especially Monday night's Truth or Dare game. Kidwaya was dared to kiss the girl he would like to date in the house, and he picked Erica. Just a few minutes before that, Watani was dared to pick a male housemate and show him her panties, and she picked Kidwaya. During the week, Ozo decided to remove himself from the Nengi situation after he noticed that she was getting close to Prince. There was also a little storm in paradise for the first couple of the house, Eric and Lilo. Lilo, during her diary session in tears, revealed to Big Brother that she felt distracted and that she was going to slowly end things with Eric. A few hours later, the storm seemed to have dispelled and it was all rosy again for the lovebirds. Dorothy had an emotional diary session as she revealed to Big Brother during her diary session that she had been asked by her folks not to return home after leaving the show. And the person who got social media talking way more than usual, Kidwaya, in a moment of forgiveness let slip he got into the house because of his connections. And now for some sports updates. The Premier League signed off on a high despite the 3 months disruption brought about by the coronavirus pandemic. There was drama, vindication, elation, and dejection as teams and players secured their goals for the season. Or not. Manchester United and Chelsea booked their spots in next season's Champions League, but it was relegation for Bournemouth and Watford despite valiant efforts on their final day. United needed just a point at Leicester to secure a top 4 finish, but Bruno Fernandes's cool penalty and Jesse Lingardi's late goal held them to a 2-0 win and to grab 3rd place in the Premier League table, level on 66 points with 4th place Chelsea, who beat Wolves 2-0 with 2 quick-fire first-half injury time goals. Leicester City ended up in 5th place despite being in the top 4 for 298 days. They will now go into the Europa League group stages along with Tottenham after their point at Crystal Palace proved enough to edge Wolves into 7th on goal difference. Nuno Espirito Santos' side will now have to wait until after the FA Cup final on August 1st to know whether or not they will be in Europe. If Arsenal wins against Chelsea at Wembley, the Gunners will take the 2nd Europa qualifying round place at the expenses of Wolves. There was misery at the other end of the table for Bournemouth and Watford. Eddie Howe's side pulled off a brilliant and brave 3-1 win at Everton, but it was not enough to lift them out of the drop zone because of Aston Villa's nervy point at West Ham. Watford, who sacked Nigel Pearson 2 games ago, also fall into the championship, finishing 2nd bottom. They, like Bournemouth, finished just a point from safety after going down 3-2 at Arsenal. Norwich, who lost 5-0 at Manchester City, have also been relegated. Visit sidomexentertainment.com for full results and match analysis. Jamie Vardy could not add to his total of 23 Premier League goals in 2019-2020, but it proved enough on the final day to win the Foxes frontman the Golden Boot award for the very first time. The 33-year-old is the first Leicester City player to claim the award, and the 2nd Englishman after Harry Kane to take the crown in the last 20 years. Also, Manchester City's duo of Edison and Kevin De Bruyne won the Golden Glove and Best Playmaker in the Premier League respectively. Furthermore, Kevin De Bruyne emerged the best playmaker for the season after he equaled Arsenal's legend Thierry Henry's record tally of 20 assists in a season to claim the prize for the 2nd time. De Bruyne is also the first player in the Premier League history to provide at least 15 assists in 3 different campaigns, after his tallies of 16 in 2017-2018 and 18 in 2016 and 2017. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his 31st league goal of the season to help Juventus win Serie A and extend record domination. He dedicated Juventus sent his record-extending 9th successful Serie A title to the fans. Maurizio Sarri's side is now the only team to win 9 consecutive titles in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. The win extends their record, which Bayern Munich had matched in June. Real Madrid's 26-year-old striker, Mariano Diaz, tested positive for the novel coronavirus, casting doubt on his participation in their Champions League tie against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium on August 7th. The club in a statement said tests were conducted on the squad on Monday and that though Ziad was in perfect health, he would be self-isolating at home. Fans returned to football as Paris Saint-Germain beat Saint-Étienne in French Cup final. The match was the first game in France after the league ended abruptly in April because of the coronavirus outbreak. Fewer than 5,000 spectators were permitted at the 80,000-seater venue under stringent health regulations, with fans sitting apart. The atmosphere was obviously more muted than it would be for a cup final in normal times, but those in attendance still made themselves heard. It was a welcome first step for fans as football tries to return to some sort of normality. And now for some coronavirus news. Bill Gates, the former CEO and founder of Microsoft, thinks that the coronavirus tests are a complete waste of time. That's because, according to him, the purpose of the test is to quickly identify carriers of the virus and isolate them before the virus begins to spread. But when there is a lengthy amount of time before the test result returns, it defeats the purpose. He also added that people needed to get access to the results sooner than they currently do in order to change their behavior and limit contact with people to prevent the spread of the virus. What do you say about Gates' argument? Let's get your perspective in the comment section below. And as of Friday, July 31st, the total number of confirmed coronavirus infections in Nigeria was 43,151. 879 deaths have been recorded, 19,565 patients have recovered and have been discharged from isolation facilities across the country, while the number of active cases was 22,707. Meanwhile, Kogi State has not recorded new infections for several weeks, and with 5 reported cases, the state has the least number of infections. That concludes this week's episode of Trending Last Week. If you enjoyed this episode, please share your thoughts in the comment section below and hit the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the bell for notifications on more content, and follow us on Instagram at SidomexENT and on Twitter at Sidomex.